They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Walker with another carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start on the ground. Hall, and he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The slot man in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check three. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun, here's Smith. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Seahawks at 7 and 8 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Cut 19.
Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 51 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after? Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the pack. Walker hit and the ball is out.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense. I thought he may go the distance to a big play for the defense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22, Smith.
On the slant, it's Fant.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's Walker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Again, Walker. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Go check. Go check.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Walker. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end Uzomah. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That's a screenplay here for Carter. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got room. Nifty move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Play action. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A give running right is Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 38, Wilson. That one caught by Carter. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. James Robinson, 15 yards. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off of play action, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They scored and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable two-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
A big pickup there on the run. 73 yards on the ground. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And some room to work.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Throwing now is Geno. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson.
Here's a screen for Robinson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Good shot, good shot.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
19 right.
Geno now to throw.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
On 2nd and 15 now. Smith.
He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
After the sack on 1st down, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Jets,
they get a 6th win of the season to go with their 10 losses.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon.